Afternoon, Indianapolis. My name is Stephen Lane. I'm here with the Indianapolis Liberation Center. We are here with Queene, who is going to deliver a message to the Indiana Department of Corrections today, just inside this building where we pay our taxes to rehabilitate the people to re-enter society, supposedly. I'm going to read a quick statement of why we're here today, going to interact with IDOC, and hopefully we can build some support out here amongst our class, amongst workers, to support each other in our quest for liberty and justice for all. The carceral system continues to grind working families down. Incarceration doesn't only affect people on the inside, it also worries, and oppresses families, children, co-workers, and friends on the outside. The people working to keep a home and a family while supporting and advocating for a loved one that's locked up in prison. You would think jail administrators would encourage sociability and responsibility among incarcerated individuals, rehabilitating themselves by learning how to work together and support each other. Yet administrators stoke division and ban all able individuals who can communicate across class and race and nurture peace and unity behind bars. The prison industrial complex does not rehabilitate. It is a system of oppression, of exploitation and torture promoted and built up by the state and paid for with tax dollars. The many sites of repression, schools calling police on 5-year-olds, doctors calling police when a woman miscarries a pregnancy, and prisons where the state warehouses those they have dehumanized, try to drain the hope of families and jack up the fear of the working people. But that cannot happen, and it will not happen. We can and will overcome together to demand humane treatment for our loved ones and the basic respect owed to their families. Queene is one of those advocates with the family members of those affected by mass incarceration. As a member of Focus Families Initiative, Queene helps families who are new to navigating the carceral system and provides them with a system of support. The Indiana Department of Corrections has banned Queene from communicating with her son, who is currently incarcerated. Queene promotes unity and solidarity amongst prisoners to improve their conditions on the inside while supporting their families on the outside of the jail walls. We will join Queene today at the Indiana Department of Correction Administration Office and join the cause of the community protesting retaliatory attacks against advocates for the incarcerated. Hit the streets for a day of action as we march inside the building to speak directly to the jail administrators, demanding they lift the gate closure restriction against Queene. Let them know that when they mess with one working person, then they mess with all of us. Only the power and strength of the community can undo this injustice, and we'll see you on the inside. Thank you. And now, I'm gonna welcome Queene to read her statement that she's gonna read to the IDOC administrators so that we can all hear what's going on.
Good day to you. The purpose of this communication is to get some clarification concerning the recent gate closure placed on my name from the staff at Branchville Correctional Facility. I'm not sure exactly why the restriction was put in place. However, my last visit with my son was on December 20th, 2023. According to the online policy for the Department of Corrections, their Manual of Policies and Procedures, numbered 02-01-102. It states denial or suspension of visitation privileges or gate closures shall be given to the offender and the visitor in writing, including the reason for denial, the name of the staff member making the decision, the length of any suspension. The offender and the visitor should be notified of the suspension or gate closure within 2 weeks of the initial decision. I've not been able to speak with my son, any of my nephews, or any other body that is currently incarcerated since December 26, 2023. Entering the facility to get get to the visit, I experienced what can only be described as blatant abuse of power by the officer. Unfortunately, I'm unable to identify any of those officers by name, as absolutely no one wore any identification or name tags. I was harassed by the initial officer concerning my clothing, which was totally in line with Branchville's visitor dress code policy found online as of 5/22/23. All visitors shall wear clothing that will pose no threat to security, control, or maintenance of order to the facility. The following items are considered inappropriate attire for this visiting facility. Halter tops. I didn't have a halter top on. Sleeveless dress or tops. I wasn't wearing that. Revealing dresses, blouses, or tops, including see-through garments. None of my clothing was see-through. Spandex or extremely tight-fitting jeans, pants including skinny jeans, no jeans, pants or shirts with decorative accessories with no clothing or hose. My clothes were within the policy. It also states that no shorts must be worn shorter than 2 inches above the knee. Winter outerwear, hoodies, jackets, tops with kangaroo pockets would not be permitted inside the visiting area. I was not wearing any of that either. The last request was the adult female visitors as well as other visitors that need a bra shall be required to wear a non-wired bra. I didn't have an underwire on. Although I've not received proper notification of the gate closure restriction from the facility, according to the policy listed online, I am declaring that I have been arbitrarily removed from my son's visiting list without substantiated evidence that a safety and security issue exists. Whatever the reasoning is one that has not been relayed to me. Couldn't have been substantiated due to the fact that when I went to the visit on December the 20th, I was allowed to visit. Questioning and violating rules are not the same action. I have not violated the visitation rules, procedures, and therefore I request the denial visits, electronic communication, and phone privileges between me and my son be restored.
Thank you, Queen, for your statement. Hell yeah. Now we're going to go inside and show the Indiana Department of Corrections what democracy looks like. Thank you.
I'm not sure exactly why the restriction was put in place. However, the last visit with my son in Branchville was December 20th, 2023. According to the online policy for the Indiana Department of Corrections, we got the manuals and policies and procedure number of 02-01-102. And it says that the denial or suspension of visitation privileges or gate closures shall be given to the offender and the visitor in writing, including the reason for the denial, the name of the staff member making the decision, the length of any suspension, and the offender and the visitor should be notified of the suspension or gate closure within 2 weeks of the initial decision. I've not been able to speak with my son or my nephews or my neighborhood kids since going up about December 2026. Now, entering the facility, I experienced what I can only describe as blatant abuse of power by your CFs. And unfortunately, I'm unable to identify any of those officers by name, as absolutely no one wore any identification or name tags. I was harassed by the initial officer concerning my clothing, which was totally in line with the Branchville visitor dress code policy that I found online. The date of that policy was 5/22/23. So it basically says that the adult visitor should wear clothing that poses no threat to security, control, or maintenance of order at the facility. The following items are considered as inappropriate attire for visiting the facility. The listed halter tops, sleeveless dresses or tops, revealing dresses, blouses, or tops, including see-through garments, spandex, extremely tight-fitting jeans, no jean pants or shirts with decorative accessories or clothing with holes, and no shorts must be shorter than 2 inches above the knee. I wasn't wearing any of that. The winter outerwear, hoodies, jackets, tops with kangaroo pockets would not be permitted inside the visiting area. Because of the way they harassed me, I had to go back to my car, take off some of my clothing because it was cold outside. Now I gotta wear my big coat. And the coat was put into the locker as the protocol after, she mentioned to me that I couldn't wear the coat in the visiting room. It also said that we couldn't wear no underwire bras. I wasn't wearing one of those. Now, although I have not received proper notification of the gate closure restricting from the facility, according to the policy online, I'm declaring that I've been arbitrarily removed from my son's visiting list without substantiating evidence that a security or safety issue existed. Whatever the reasoning was, that has not been relayed to me, and it couldn't have been substantiated due to the fact that the visit did take place. Questioning and violating any rules are not the same action. I have not violated any visitation rules for them to cut off complete communication from me and my son. I'm asking that the denial of the visits, I can't send an email, I can't get a phone call, I can't put money on his books. You know what I'm saying? That's my son. I'm asking that you guys restore my respect for my communication. And sorry, it's wet outside.
You got a little side.
I will. So what I will do is I will get with the first thing I'll do is I get with the warden and find out what the issue is. If your contact information's somewhere in this, how do we?
Oh yeah.
How do we
put that
get
on
back
there?
in touch with you?
Yes.
And what we'll do is if the warden doesn't get back in touch with you, then so if you want to.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Obviously, I'm not familiar with this particular situation.
Right.
So I have to talk to people that are.
Absolutely.
But I'm happy to help.
That's good.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Anything else?
And that was it. That's made it quick and easy. Yeah.
You all have a nice day.
Thank you so
Nice
much.
meeting you all.
It was nice meeting you too. Thank you.